Hello YouTubers, this is Mikey Mike coming to you today from Georgia, and I want to talk with you a little bit about my John Deere tractor. It's a 1959 model, which incidentally happens to be the same year I was born, so it's 66 years old. Notice that it's got a bucket that I had purchased aftermarket. Actually, I got this tractor I inherited from my father, and through the years that I've had it, which have been many, I painted the tractor. Of course, it needs it again, but I painted it and took really good care of it. Although it looks worn, it's a good running tractor. These front tires actually have been on there the entire time that we've had the tractor. I have never had to replace these tires. And the back tires are a different story altogether. They have had to be replaced. And one, I drove over something and punctured it and exploded it, and didn't run with a boot, so I just got a new one. This one happens to be one that was replaced also just from worn usage. I've got lights mounted on the back to help me out. I had a new seat which showing some wear, but that's okay. I've got a Harbor Freight winch on the side, really is a plaything. Wanted to show you where the battery is located, right here. And that battery will, if a tractor isn't cranked regularly, at least this one, if you don't crank it, like every other day or once a week or whatever, it's going to go down and go dead. You'll have to recharge it if it can be recharged. This summer heat has killed one battery for me this year. And let me show you the gear system for this. It has if you'll notice the Roman numeral 1 and 2, the 1 being putting it in number 1, you have off-road gears, and you're usually going to run between 1 and 7, probably more 1 and 6. And then you have off-road gears, which are under the Roman numeral 2, and you can run anywhere from 1 to 8, and 8 is going pretty fast. Well, it's about 40 miles an hour. You say, well, that's not very fast, but it actually is, because on the highway, 40 miles an hour with a tractor, it's fast enough, even though the cars behind you don't believe such. I've got this aftermarket Bush Hog circular mower that I purchased some years back. These things will last forever if they're taken care of, and occasionally, maybe once a year, depending on usage, I have to replace the blades on them, and I've done that this year, back last week. But I expect to get usage out of this Bush Hog for the rest of my life. I certainly hope so. Let me bring you back down here to the bucket again. As you can see, it's got yellow on the bucket. It's probably another brand that was just painted black. I bought this bucket aftermarket, and it says International on there. Well, the International, that's just where somebody painted it red. Maybe they were an International fan, and they painted it red and put a International sticker on there. But as you get close enough to it, you can see that it's got yellow paint under there, so it's probably a John Deere or Case or some other brand that was painted yellow. This particular model, John Deere 400, was used by the state of Georgia to mow the right-of-ways on the roads throughout the counties and the state, and it worked well for them. But they only kept them a number of years, maybe a year or so, I believe, is my understanding, and then they would sell them to the public. And that's how my father had obtained it, and he used it on his farm for many years. And then prior to his passing, he handed it off to me and said I could have it. It's been a really good tractor for me, and I think that any of you guys out there that have tractors will be interested in discussing your tractors. I want you to take time today, if you would, to subscribe to Plethora of Topics, my YouTube channel. I want you to subscribe to it and hit the like button if you like it, or I'd really like for you to add some questions to me that you'd like answered, or ask me questions and that I can answer about my knowledge about the tractor. I don't claim to be an expert by any means. I'm not. Just a person that has a tractor and is enjoying using it. But if you would, again, subscribe to Plethora of Topics, because I'm going to cover a lot of topics with my channel. And subscribe, hit the like button, and let's interact. Let's have some questions and some comments. I'd really like to have those, and I'll be looking forward to seeing those. I'll post this later tonight and hope to hear from you later tonight and have some questions throughout the week. Thank you again, and talk to you soon. This is Mikey Mike at Plethora of Topics.